Good question. I don't know.
Just Tom. I don't know if you were already going or not.
Are we live?
You're good to go. Actually, wait, 1 second. 1 second. Derek. Hi, Derek.
All right. Well, we apologize for those that might be listening in on this broadcast. We are running a little bit behind, and then me and old Paul Johnson here, we've been just chatting it up for the last 5 minutes. We didn't know if we were live or not, so we apologize. But you're here. You're here now live at Lobo Stadium. We'll try to give you a quick recap. We do have an injured player on the field right now, so we'll give you a quick recap of what's happened. The Lobos up. There's 9:48 left here in this first quarter. Lobos are up 7-0. And a quick recap. So Bradshaw Mountain won the toss, and they deferred to the second half. So the Snowflake Lobos got the ball first. On kickoff, we had a good return by Riker Brimhall. Brought him out to about the 30-yard line. From there, the Lobos came out with their starting sophomore quarterback, Jacob Leduc. Lots of expectations out there for the sophomore quarterback this year with a senior-heavy offensive line. And he came out, and he's done a great job so far. But first carry of the game was by Leduc. He gained about 8 yards on that carry. Second carry was Rabin. Carried for about 5 yards, got the first down. And then Rabin got the next carry, also carried for about 8 yards on that. And another first down. After that, there was a long pass play down the field, and the Bradshaw Mountain Bears were called for pass interference, which put the Lobos down quite a bit in Bears territory. After that, we were kind of setting up and stuff. We did see the touchdown. We know that Jacob Leduc scored the touchdown. We're thinking it was about a 20-yard touchdown run right up the middle. I don't think he got touched and ended up scoring, and then the extra point was good. So that's where we're at here with 9:48 left to go in the first quarter. Lobos up 7-0. This is Bradshaw Mountain's first possession. And so far we've seen a 14-yard pass completion. We've seen a 9-yard run. And then just now on their third play, had a couple of yards to get him a first down. So it's 1st and 10 Bears on their own 34-yard line. Here's a little play out to the left. There's a flag thrown. He hits the sideline. That's number 25 for the Bears. Going to bring it down to about the 40-yard line. Nice carry for the Bears, but it looks like it might be coming back. And I'm going to introduce my broadcast partner here with me tonight. Mr. Paul Johnson is here with me. Appreciate you coming out and being our announcer tonight and kind of doing our color. We appreciate it. Paul's experienced in this. He's done it for the last few years here and there, and appreciate him coming out.
Thanks, Pat. Super excited to be here with you tonight. As we were talking a little bit before, this might be one of my favorite times of the year. Got hunt season just a few weeks away. Football starting. Talking about the Lobos' new turf field here. Looks pretty.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it is my favorite time of year. We talk about this all the time. Between those two things you talked about, hunting season and football starting, and the baseball season coming into the playoffs also. And this weather is just beautiful tonight. We got a little bit of rain, and actually blew our canopy off the top of this announcer's booth out into the road, clear across the road. And so it's been a little bit difficult getting everything set up and everything, but we are excited to be here. And Paul mentioned it. This new Snowflake Lobo football field is unbelievable. It is beautiful, and it is awesome. So it's a great night to be here. And with that, the Bears just ran the ball, picked up a couple of yards, but that penalty did set them back. They're 2nd and 23 on the 22-yard line. Here's a quick pass out to the right, is complete for about 3 yards. And that's going to get them a few yards to bring up a long third down.
Yeah, so far, Pat, Bradshaw's not shy about throwing the ball. This quarterback's doing a good job of sitting back in that pocket and finding his receivers. They've had some good advances so far in the passing game.
Yeah, they definitely had more success with the pass here, the Bears have, against this Lobo defense than they have the run so far. So 3rd and 18. Quarterback rolls out to his left. He's right-handed, just throws a little pass out into the flat and came up. That's Aiden Core with a great open field tackle. Going to be a short game, not even close to the first down. Is going to bring up a 4th and long. And nice job and nice being able to say Aiden Core's name again this year as the middle linebacker for the Lobos.
Oh, Pat, he has such a strong presence in that middle position. And like you said, just did a phenomenal job coming up and making that open field tackle, hitting low.
Nice job there by Riker Brimhall, just kind of getting out of what could have been a disaster there for the Lobos, but on the punt, Riker Brimhall picks it up and gets a few yards for the Lobos. They're going to start their second possession at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, kind of surprised Riker picked that one up. Looked like it was a little bit of a scrambled punt, and Bradshaw did a good job of covering it, and Riker picked it up and got a few yards out of it.
So for the Lobos, Leduc, the sophomore quarterback, lines up in shotgun with Rabin and Turley to each side of him. Another handoff to Turley, or that's Rabin, excuse me. And looks like he's going to pick up a short gain on that of 1 yard.
Yeah, Carter Rabin, small in size but quick on the feet, and does a good job sitting behind those blockers. Kind of makes him hard to see for the defense and just does a good job of hitting that hole hard, and it's been running tough tonight so far.
Yeah, we know, all know how hard Rabin works in the weight room. He's a strong kid. From what I hear, he is the fastest Lobo on the team, and so far 3 carries tonight. Here's a fake to Turley, a little quick pass out to number 27. I believe that is Merrick. Merrick Ulberg. So that was a completion of about, let's see, we were on the 22. That was a gain of about 11 yards on that pass play.
Nice job by Jacob Leduc. He was actually getting hit by the defender as he threw that ball and was able to stay composed and get it right into the hands of Merrick Ulberg.
Here we go. Handoff now here. I think this is Turley's first carry of the game. The Bears do a good job kind of stopping that. We all know how good Turley runs the football after last year. Gain of 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, the opportunity to talk with Turley this summer, and what a good kid. Just a humble kid and super excited for this football season, and really excited to see what he's going to do for the Lobos this year running the ball.
A little penalty. There is a flag on this play. It's going to be offsides on the Lobos, so that's going to put him back 5 yards. It was 2nd and 7. Now it's going to put him back. Going to repeat this second down. It's going to be about 2nd down and 12. On the Lobo, looks like it'll be about where they started. This time on the 32-yard line. Just under 6 minutes to go. Lobos up 7-0 in this first quarter. 2nd and 12 on the Lobo 32-yard line. Line up with trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Turley to the right of Leduc. Leduc throws a high pass down the left sideline. Out of bounds. It's going to be incomplete. There is another flag on the play. You hate to see these many flags in this game so far, Paul, but first game of the year, you unfortunately kind of expect that a little bit. A lot of mistakes and things happening, so we'll see. What did they call on that? Did you see?
I didn't. Yeah, like you said, Pat, first game of the season, trying to work out some of those kinks and quirks, and Lobos working backwards here. with their second penalty in a row.
This is a 10-yard penalty, so it looks like it may have been holding on that offensive line. Going to put them all the way back to the 17-yard line. Second down and 22 now. They go back to trips, but this time to the right. LeDuc back to pass. It was going to be a little draw play, fumbled, and very fortunate for the Lobos there to be able to pick that up. Turley fell on it, but there was a bear right there. Almost got that fumble, which would have been disastrous for the Lobos on their own 14-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like there was just a little bit of a mismatch between Jacob LeDuc, and Turley dropped back in that draw. Tried to hand him the ball, and Turley looked like he was a little anxious to hit that hole before he had the ball in hand, but the Lobos able to recover. 3rd
and forever for the Lobos. They're just going to hand this off to Rabin, and he finds a hole in the middle of the field, cuts it back to the middle. Kind of acted like he was going to go to the sideline there, but cut it up the middle. Great gain there by Rabin, but not close to enough. Almost got him back to the initial line of scrimmage, but the Lobos are going to have to send their punt team on with 4th and 12.
Yeah, nice job by Carter Rabin. Like I said, being a little bit shorter might be in his advantage. He kind of hides behind that line, and once he got past that first level, was able to break it through for a nice gain for the Lobos.
Here's a line drive punt. Nice catch by the returner. He's going to be able to return this one back to about 45-yard line for the Bears. And a nice job there, and pretty good field possession here to start their second possession of this first quarter.
Nice return by Bradshaw's Mountain, number 5. About a 15-yard return before he was hit. Pat, I'm impressed with the Lobos' physicality. It looks like they're playing pretty tough. We've already seen some pretty good hits on the defensive side for the Lobos, and we'll see what Bradshaw brings out on this offensive stand.
Quarterback is under center, and they run it out to the flats again. They're running outside quite a bit on this Lobo team. Pretty good gain on that play. It's going to be a gain of 5 for the Bears.
Chased down and tackled by, yet again, Aiden Cooer from behind. Was able to catch the running back after about a 5-yard gain and bring him down.
We're at midfield, 2nd and 5. Approaching 3.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. The Lobos are up, scoring on their first possession of this ball game, 7-0. Nice job that time by the Lobos coming downfield. It's a great job by number 15. We'll try to get you a name. We do not have a program here up with us, so we're going to learn these names a little bit tonight. Maybe we can get that taken care of. So no gain on that play is going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Bears.
Let's make some noise for your Lobos defense.
Here's another handoff outside. The Lobos are kind of seeing that now. He tries to cut it back inside, but unable to get a whole lot, maybe a gain of a couple, but going to bring up 4th down just inside of Lobo territory.
Yeah, Lobos did a good job there surrounding that running back in the backfield. Almost had him down in the backfield, but with a pack of Lobos there just surrounding, and going to give Bradshaw Mountain a 4th and short here.
Their punter lines up like he's in shotgun, but throws or kicks it down to about the 10-yard line. That's going to be Brimhall again. There is going to be a penalty again on the play. We'll see what this is. I think this is 2 penalties because he threw his flag and then he threw his hat. So I think that means 2 flags on that play.
Yeah. On the return, one of the Snowflake blockers looked like he caught one of the Bradshaw guys from behind pretty good. We'll see what the call here is. There's yellow all over the field.
There is, and a hat. So let's see what they got here. Refs are talking about it right now, so trying to sort this one out. So there's a penalty flag and a hat. I think I see another hat by the back judge there. Okay, so all those penalties were against the Lobos. So Lobos are going to need to clean this thing up. Paul, in this first quarter, they've had quite a few penalties, going to bring them back quite a bit here. They received it on the 15-yard line. They're bringing it back from the 15-yard line, going to put it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that makes, 4 or 5 penalties for the Lobos already in the first quarter with 2 minutes still left to go. Like you said, first game of the season. Lobos looking good, but definitely have some things that they need to clean up, and we'll see what they can do here on this offensive stand.
But you're right. I've seen some good hits, a lot of hustle out, especially on the defensive end. So a nice job by the Lobos there. Just need to clean up these penalties on the offensive side. Here's a handoff to Rabin. Does a great job, cuts it up the middle, has some room, gets it out to the 30, the 40, brings it all the way out almost to the 45-yard line. Great job by that offensive line. I see Ethan Christensen out there, number 55, hooping and hollering. Excited about that play as Rabin hits a hole and gets some great yards on that one.
Like you said, Patrick, great breakaway run by Carter Rabin. Once he gets past that first level, really showcasing his speed there, able to cut it back to the middle and get up the field for a great gain for the Lobos.
We're going to call that a gain of 37 yards. Here's a little cross play, kind of faked it to Rabin, handed it off to Turley. Turley looks like he got a couple of yards, but there's that yellow flag out there again. The good news is, though, I'm only seeing only one flag. If we're looking at this positively, there's not multiple and hats everywhere. There's one flag out on the play. We'll see what this one is. And these aren't just small penalties either. Was that a personal foul?
Personal foul against the Lobos. Going to bring them back. Going to make this 1st and long.
Now that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Going to bring them all the way back to the 31-yard line. So Lobos just again shooting themselves in the foot. Just kind of get some momentum with a big Rabin run, and then a penalty on the very next play that puts them back 15 yards. So first and about 25, 24 for the Lobos. There's that handoff again up the middle to Rabin. He tries to spin out of a tackle, almost gets loose, but unable to do that, and I think that's a pickup of a couple on the play.
Yeah, Carter Rabin hit behind the line of scrimmage and did a good job of fighting forward and was able to get probably a yard or two out of that run when it should have been a loss, but good job by Carter Rabin fighting for those tough yards.
We're going to get one more playoff before this first quarter is ended. Here's a fake handoff to Turley. Leduc going outside, kind of acted like he wanted to throw it, cuts it back. That's a good gain for Leduc. Almost gets him back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to put him on the 42-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 10 yards on the play.
Great job by Jacob Leduc. We're able to see his speed coming around the outside. He faked it up the middle and just has a burst coming around the end. I think that's the second time they've run that play tonight. Both very successful runs for Jacob Leduc.
Yeah. Well, we will take a break. We'll head to a commercial. We appreciate our sponsors, and We'll have you back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
Hey, have you heard the rumor that the free Lifeline phone program has ended?
I got some great news. It's not true. Cellular One is still providing free phones and unlimited talk and text nationwide, plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Wow, free unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Want to see if you qualify? Just visit your local Cellular One store today. You can walk out with a brand new smartphone and enjoy the biggest, most reliable network on the Navajo Nation. Cellular One, keeping you connected for over 30 years, and we're here to stay.
All right, welcome back. Start of the second quarter here. The Lobos getting a lot of those yardage back that they lost on that penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 11 on their 43-yard line. The Duke back to pass. Throws a little screen play out to number 27. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Coming down this left sideline. Hits the 30-yard line. Gets thrown out of bounds at about the 28. Unfortunately, there is another flag on the play. A couple of them out there. Looks like they're at about the spot of a hold. They are waving one of those flags off. There was 2 flags on the play, but they waved it off, which is good for the Lobos because they brought that all the way down to, like I said, their own. Well, we're having a hard time getting the ball spotted now. 32-yard line, and that was number 7. That's 27. That's Merrick Olberg. Great job on that little receiver screen, and great yardage there on this play to get him a first down. The Duke pitches it out to Turley. This is the first time I've seen him run outside so far. Another flag on the play. That was a gain of about 3 yards, but I am seeing another flag on that play. So that was about a 30-yard pass completion there to Olberg to get him that first down. But they are going to call another hold on the Lobos, bringing them all the way back to the 37, 38-yard line. 37. So, 1st and 20. Lobos, like I said, just getting some momentum. They make a good play, and then the very next play they've had a penalty. Here's a handoff right up the middle to Turley. And I think they're kind of spotting him a little bit. They know that Turley is their big man back in the backfield from last year. And he has not had a whole lot of success yet back in that backfield.
Yeah, so far Bradshaw Mountain's defense doing a good job keying on Turley. He's a little bit bigger of a body than Carter Rabin, and just putting a lot of pressure on him every time he gets a handoff.
3 guys to the left, receiver fake handoff. LeDuc in the pocket, kind of gets hit as he throws. That's going to be incomplete. Nice pressure off the edge by the Bears, and just caught LeDuc's arm there, and just going to be incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 18.
Yeah, that Bradshaw Mountain defensive end, number 4. I don't got a number for him, but did a great job getting around the end and hitting Jacob LeDuc right in the face as he was throwing the ball for another incomplete pass for the Lobos.
So here we go. LeDuc rolls out to his left, throws back across his body. Nice pass, but better defense as it was in Smith's hands. But a great hit on the backside and was incomplete. Smith might be a little shook up on that play, but that's going to bring up 4th down. And we'll see what the Lobos do here. They have a pretty good kicker. This kicker has been their kicker for the last 3 years. I think he might have even been. This is Sam Brown, number 14. He may have even been their kicker as a freshman. I can't remember, but he's been here a long time. And I know they've got a great kicker with Sam Brown.
It's
so
going to
we'll
be
see
about
what
a 45-yard attempt, Pat, and yeah, they're really putting him to the test right out of the gate.
They are. Senior. He's a senior. He's been in this situation before. Snap is good. Ball's down. Kick is up. Line drive kick. Not quite going to make it. Looked like it might have had enough length. I didn't see, but it went right underneath the goalpost. Unable to get that one. Unable to get some height on that one. Going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good attempt by Sam Brown, but like you said, just didn't get quite enough height. Had the distance, but was a little low to make it over that goalpost.
So here we go. First possession of the second quarter for the Bears. They are going to start on their own 20-yard line. We're trying to take some stats for you here, so when we go to our halftime show, we can give you a little bit of stats on this game. We will not mention anything about the penalties. Here's a run by number 45 for the Bears. Pickup of 4 yards on the play.
Number 45, Braden Bryant. Thick kid right up the middle. Able to pick up about 4 yards on just a quick dive to the fullback.
He's a junior. They have him listed as the tight end and middle linebacker, so they must have moved him to that running back spot. But it's going to be 2nd and 6 on the Bears' 24-yard line. There's a quick little pitch right to the running back. That's going to be considered a pass, I believe, because he pitched it right in front of him. But the Lobos did a great job defensively there, stopping him. No gain on that play.
Number 25, Kylan Jackson. Bradshaw's gone to him quite a few times tonight already, and he looks like he's pretty shifty. Was going to bounce it out to the left-hand side, but cut it back up and tried to make some yardage in the middle, and looks like we have another. Do we have another penalty?
Yeah, this time penalty on the Bears, holding. That's going to put them back 10 yards, going to put them on their own 14-yard line. So we'll repeat 2nd down. Looks like 2nd and about 16 on the 14-yard line. But you're right, Paul. Number 25 for the Bears. I don't think you want to see that kid out in the open. Here's a little quarterback sneak around that left side. And nice job by whoever that right corner is for the Lobos. Came up and made a great hit.
Quarterback Michael Sanford rolls out to his left-hand side and looked like they were going to try to do just a little dump pass to Kylan Jackson again. But Michael Sanford liked what he saw and decided to tuck and go with it. And a good hit for the Lobos, which is going to bring up another 3rd down. Deep in Lobo territory.
Just under 9 minutes to go. It's going to be 3rd and 11 on the Bear 19-yard line. See what the Bears have. They came out kind of throwing the ball, but have gone their last couple of drives here with the running game. So here is another penalty. That's going to be a delay of game on the Bears, so that'll be another 5-yard penalty. Lots of penalties tonight, folks. This is, like I said, it's kind of what you expect in the first game, but not this many penalties. This is a lot of penalties. I bet they've thrown that flag about every other play in this first and start of the second quarter. So both teams need to clean it up.
Yeah, sometimes you would hope that first game of the season they'd let things slide a little bit, but not tonight. Not tonight.
Not tonight. So now making it 3rd and 16, and the Bears are going to call a quick timeout. And we'll take a quick timeout also, and we'll be back with you in just a minute. You're listening to the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week.
When exactness is ordered, Hatch Concrete will deliver. We provide ready-mix concrete for any size job, from the do-it-yourself project to the professional construction project. We'll rock your world, delivering a variety of aggregate to suit your concrete or construction needs from granite to cinders. Serving the entire White Mountains, Hatch Concrete is not just another ready-mix concrete company. We provide quality surface, quality concrete, concrete pumping, and Fox blocks where quality is not just a name, but a tradition. At Hatch Concrete, this mud's for you.
All right, out of the timeout. 8:32 left to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 16 for the Bears. Big third down here, because if they don't get it, the Lobos are going to have good possession, good field possession on this drive. So kind of in a hole here, all the way back to their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, a little throw out to the right that was tipped, and they did blow the flag. I thought for a minute that might have been a backwards pass, but they did blow it dead. That's going to be incomplete, stop the clock, and a big 4th down here as the Lobos get ready to receive this punt.
Yeah, Bradshaw Mountain trying to do just a little screen dump pass there, and Andrew Bentley of Snowflake able to get his hands up in the air and knock that pass down. Make it incomplete for the Bears.
So here's the punt. It was blocked and picked up. Trying to get into the end zone. A little help from his teammates. Did he get in? I think he just missed ball getting in. I think he's on the 1-yard line. If somebody could get me a number on that, would be great. That's on the opposite side of the field.
Looks like number 15 from Snowflake. The punt was blocked at the line, Patrick, and only went about 5 or 10 yards before it was picked up by number 15 of Snowflake, and he was just fighting to get back to that end zone, surrounded by a bunch of Bears, and was brought down on the 1-yard line.
Wow, nice job. And we don't have a 15. It might have been 16. That might have been Jojo Lerma. We got Jojo Lerma, and 18 is Justin Traver. We got one of those two, but here the Lobos run right up the middle, and that's going to be another touchdown for the Lobos. That is going to be Leduc again with the quarterback sneak, and gets in for the Lobos' 2nd score of the night.
Another great job by Jacob Leduc. Man, Snowflake sure has a lot of confidence in this sophomore quarterback who's shown a lot already with his arm and his legs, Patrick. Just tough quarterback, putting his head down around the right side, just off the middle, and able to get in for another score for the Snowflake Lobos.
Pretty impressive. Leduc, he was just a freshman last year, played on the freshman team. He kind of split time at quarterback as a freshman. And Leduc, from what I hear, grew about 3 inches and put on about, 15, maybe even 20 pounds. I don't know, but the kid's 6 foot, 6'1", 180 pounds on here, and just stud out there. So nice job by Leduc, and nice job by the Snowflake Lobos, especially that punt return team, getting their hand up on that kick and being able to put the Lobo offense in a really good position to be able to score on a 1-yard Jacob Leduc touchdown run.
So just making a few corrections here, Pat. If I saw correctly, I thought Ethan Christensen was able to get his hands up on that punt that the Lobos were able to block, and you are right. Jojo Lerma was the one who picked that up and fought back down to the 1-yard line and set Jacob Leduc up for that touchdown.
Yeah, we apologize about that. It was clear on the opposite side of the field in the far corner, and we couldn't quite make up that number, especially after he got attacked by his teammates for almost scoring there. So Lobos back to kickoff, 14-0 now. The extra point by Sam Brown was good. Here's the kickoff, and he's worked really hard to be able to do that right there, Paul, and that's to kick that kickoff into the end zone. I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of returns by any teams this year with Sam Brown kicking that kickoff.
Such a powerful weapon at the high school level for a high school kicker to be able to kick it on the kickoff all the way down and not give that those returners any opportunity to bring that ball out.
Yeah, I agree. I was talking to Coach Reddick last night, and he was very impressed with Brown. He says that he was kicking 55-yard field goals, and not to put a lot of pressure on him or anything, but he hit a couple 55-yard field goals, and then most impressive was kicking that ball in the back of the end zone on these. So here's a quick handoff out to the outside again. Lobos have picked up that play, and they are doing a great job defensively. That's going to be actually a loss on the play of about 3 yards.
Another handoff to Kylan Jackson. There, as we've already seen, Bradshaw's put a lot of confidence in him and his ability to get out to the outside, but that time just surrounded by a pack of Lobos and brought down for a loss for the Bears.
We're going to put that down as a loss of 3. Going to bring up second down and about 13. Quarterback again under center, and there's that motion, but this time he rolls to his right. Pressure by the Lobos, looking downfield, got some time, finds his receiver in the flat. Nice job. Nice pitch and catch there, bringing it out to the 35-yard line.
Great reception by number 14, Josiah Kuna of the Bradshaw Bears. Aiden Cooper got his hand on that one, tipped it a little bit, but was able to get through to the hands of Josiah for a reception and a first down for the Bears.
That's going to be a 19-yard pass completion for the Bears. Most importantly, picked up one of their only first downs. I think that's their second first down of the night so far. Getting the ball down to the 37-yard line. Here's a quick handoff up the middle, and that's big number 45 again, their tight end. I'm going to call him their tight end. That's what he's listed at, but did a great job keeping his feet moving and a pickup of 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, nothing like giving to that fullback right up the middle, just putting it into the hands of Braden Bryant and letting him pound out a tough 3 yards for the Bears.
Ball on the 40-yard line, 2nd and 7 for the Bears. They pretty much line up in this same formation. Little two slot running backs with a running back right behind. The motion usually goes, and that's usually number 25 for them, goes in motion. They have a single receiver to the right. This time that motion drew a Lobo offsides, so that's going to give him 5 yards. Going to put him up to the 45-yard line and bring up 2nd and 3.
Yep, just some of those mental mistakes again by Snowflake. So far with several penalties in this first half. Just getting back into the swing of things, first game of the season, and just need to sit back and be a little patient here.
Same formation, 2 slot receivers, running back, man in motion. That's going to be another delay of game for the Bears. So Lobos will get that yardage back that they just lost on the penalty. So bring up 2nd and 7 again.
Second delay of game for the Bradshaw Bears, and the advance that they just had from the penalty from the Lobos is going to put them right back where they were before.
6.5 minutes left to go in this first half. Lobos up 14-0. Quarterback back to pass. Out to the flats. Nice job. Got it out to his receiver. Brought it out to about the 47-yard line. Close to that first down marker. I think he's going to be just short. Going to bring up 3rd and about 1. We're going to call that a gain of 12 on the play.
Michael Sanford, the Bradshaw quarterback, just dropping back there, and a little out route to number 13, Rogelio Prado. He's able to put him in a good position here for this 3rd and short.
And just a quick handoff. Nice job by the Lobos there. And that is going to be close. Really close. It looks like they got it to the 47. But the ref is looking at it closely. They're going to bring the chain, so going to have a little time here, but it looks like the ball is placed on the left side of that hash where the chain is kind of placed on the right side of the hash, so this is going to be close.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get that first down with how fast he hit that hole, but met in the middle by number 52, Gabe Kennard. And they're going to be short, Pat.
Looks like about 6 inches short. Going to bring up 4th down. This is a big 4th down for the Bears and for the Lobos.
Right at midfield. You're an old offensive coordinator. What do you do here, Pat?
You run a quarterback sneak right up the middle. You don't want to give this Lobo defense a chance to be able to catch somebody in the background, and that's what the Bears do. They just run a quarterback sneak, and they're going to pick up that first down.
Well, you must know what you're talking about. You called it. The Bradshaw Bears did it, and it looks like they're going to get the first down with that quarterback sneak right up the middle.
Well, for a couple of years, my play was hand it to Paul Johnson, so that was my best play in my book. So, but that's just a no-brainer for me. They have a big offensive line. This Bradshaw Bears team does, and you just get right behind that center and drive your legs. You should be able to pick up those 6 inches. So here's back to pass. They're going to run that little out play again. They've had success with that tonight, but this time just out of the reach of the intended receiver.
Yeah, Michael Sanford dropping back there just to hit that little out route and threw it just over the head of his intended receiver. He's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 here.
So 5:36 left on that clock. 14-0, Lobos up. 2nd and 10 on the Bears' 47-yard line. Here's a little pitch out to number 25, and you're right, Paul. He's got some speed. I told you that you don't want to see that kid in the open field, but he comes up hobbling a little bit, but able to get the first down. But there's a penalty again on this play, so we'll see. I did not see that until just now. It was a great run, and that kid does have some speed, you can tell.
Kylan Jackson, yeah, just a pitch out to the left side and hit that hole so hard and was able to get up for what would be about a 14 or 15-yard pickup here, but with this penalty flag down, we'll see. It looks like it might be on the Bears side. We'll see what they call here.
So they are going to call a block in the back here on the Bears, and that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, going to bring him back. So, again, just like the Lobos were kind of doing in that first quarter and the start of the second, get some momentum going, and a penalty really kills that momentum. So here we now have a 2nd and long on the Bear 41-yard line.
2nd down and 15.
Quick handoff right up the middle. Good carry here. That's number 45, again, for the Bears, and that's going to be a pickup of about 10 on the play. And nice run there by the Bears.
Very consistent play for the Bears. Braden Bryant, number 45, thick kid right up the middle, put his head down and I think was surprised with the space that he had and was able to get a little bit more yardage on that pickup, and going to bring up a 3rd down for the Bears.
3rd down, quarterback rolls to his right, looking in the flat. Here comes some pressure by the Lobos, going to catch him from behind. Another flag on the play, but that's going to be 50. Impressive coming from behind, showing some speed. That's Gunnar Richards coming all the way across the far side of the field to make that tackle. And this is just going to be another hold. I'm sure they will decline this penalty, and it'll be 4th down and long for the Bears. So, and they did.
Yeah, Michael Sanford, Bradshaw's quarterback here. They do a lot of rolling out with him. He looks like he's most comfortable when he's either rolling out to the right or to the left and just giving him some time to throw that ball.
Bears punting team is in. Quick punt. This time clean. Got away clean, but running start for number 10 for the Lobos. He's going to hit that right sideline, and he's going to kick it back to the middle of the field, or try to. And here is another flag, and then another flag came in late. So I think that they thought there might be a fumble on the play. So you saw a Bear just kind of come flying in there, and it looked to that ref, I think, like it was kind of a late hit. And so there's a penalty down on the field, and then there's a penalty on the pile.
Yeah, good return by Coulter Willis, number 10 for the Lobos. Like you said, he had a head of steam when he caught that ball, and he took off. Had a good little punt return there, and looks like he drew a late hit by Bradshaw, but we'll see what the officials come up with.
This might be, I'm just guessing, I'm going to guess this is going to be offsetting penalties because I think I saw, personal foul on the Lobos.
Called a face mask on Bradshaw.
Face mask on Bradshaw, offsetting penalties. So this ball is going to be placed on the Bears' 44-yard line, so it's like it never happened. So nice return, like you said, by Coulter Willis. And Lobos starting this position with 4:11 to go in the first half, and pretty good territory here.
Pat, I'm kind of surprised. Snowflake's got a lot of key players, young players, sophomores that are stepping up for this varsity team. Kind of exciting for the Lobos to see that. We haven't seen that in quite some time. They've had a lot of experience.
Well, I apologize. They are re-kicking this, and they kick it back to Willis. Kind of fumbles the catch a little bit there, but able to recover. And that's going to be a lot better field position for the Bears than it was before. So that's going to put the Lobos starting this possession at about the 20-25-yard line. But you're right, Paul. This team, they kind of have a loaded senior class, and a lot of guys coming back from last year, especially on that offensive and defensive line. And then the sophomore class is loaded also. So a lot of good things happening for this Lobo team. Here's a handoff to Turley, and there he goes. Kicks it outside, hits the sideline, tries to stiff arm, and there's going to be a flag. That was a little weak. I mean, the guy kind of wrapped him up, and then he was out of bounds, and then just kind of spun him around. He didn't throw him to the ground or anything, but that's going to be another penalty. That was a nice run by Turley, though. Started at the 24-yard line, is going to bring the ball all the way out to the 45.
Yeah, best run of the night so far for Kent and Turley. Finally able to break through that secondary and get to the outside for a big gain with a little bit of added yardage after the Bears penalty. I'm going to put them all the way down to the 30-yard line.
31-yard run by Turley. Best one of the night for Turley for sure.
Love to see Kent Turley protecting that ball and switching it to his outside. I know he's had a fumble or two in the past and really put an emphasis on protecting that ball.
Turley with another carry right up the middle. Great job. Pickup of 8 on the play.
Snowflake with just a lot of weapons on this offensive team. I mean, between the quarterback Jacob Leduc, the two running backs, and your receiver set, just full of weapons for this Snowflake offense.
So the Lobos have gone a little bit to a spread offense. 3 receivers to the right. Turley, the lone back. Here's a quick slant up the middle. Nice pass, kind of right into the seam. Number 27 on that. That's going to be Merrick Olberg diving for that. Almost made a great catch, but a nice job by the quarterback there. You know, that's a hard pass to kind of make and find that seam where there's not a defensive player, and he hit that seam just a little bit out of the reach.
Really impressed with this sophomore quarterback, Jacob Leduc, and his ability to draw back and just throw that ball with a strong arm.
Leduc's going to keep this one right up the middle, gets behind Turley. He is going to pick up enough for the first down. We're going to call that a gain of about 8 yards. And a first down for the Lobos.
Such a tough thing for the high school, at the high school level, when you've got a quarterback who can throw as well as Jacob Leduc, and who also has that dual threat of just being able to put his head down and not afraid to hit as a quarterback. And they've ran him up the middle several times very successfully tonight.
Lined up in trips right, brought Rabin over, handed it off to him. Gain of 2 on the play.
That's a better job than I've seen done by the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Number 55, Diego Gales, wrapped up Carter Rabin, even with that speed, and didn't let him go anywhere.
So Lobos, like I said, just going to a little bit of a different look here. Now they're going to line up 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Turley the lone back, Leduc in shotgun. Hands it off to Turley. He kicks it outside. Stiff arms, trying to get to that corner. Tries to turn that corner. They are going to call a touchdown, but there is a flag on the play. I hope they don't get Turley there for offensive face mask.
Yeah, it was a good stiff arm by Canton Turley. It looks like it might be on Ezra Baum.
So they are going to call that a holding. It's going to bring the Lobos back to the 13-yard line. So going to be 2nd and 8. So the Lobos, no, 2nd and 10. So the Lobos will have a shot of getting a first down before they score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Leduc back to pass, a little pass out to Turley. He breaks the tackle, kicks it outside. Turley's strong. Going to take more than just one person to get him down.
Number 10, Blake McDermott from Bradshaw sniffed that out, that little screen pass to Turley, and came up and laid a pretty good hit on Canton Turley. But Canton able to stay on his feet and fight for a few extra yards there and turn what could have been a bad situation into a positive play.
Yeah, positive 3 yards for Turley. Spread offense again. Here goes Leduc tucking it right behind Turley. Going to try to cut it back. Gets a few yards. We're going to call that a gain of 5 on that. Still going to be short. Going to bring up 4th down for the Lobos, but a 5-yard carry on that play for Leduc.
Tackled again by number 55, Diego Gales of Bradshaw Mountain. Doing a really good job now, this Bradshaw defense, of kind of tracking down those outside runs from the Snowflake Lobos.
So here we go, 4th down. The Lobos are going to go for it. They go on that spread offense. Trips right, single receiver left, and the Bradshaw Bears are going to call a timeout here. And we'll take a quick break also. We'll be right back with you after a few messages.
Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has a kind of Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has a kind of experience that makes them the best at what they do. Paul Wyatt is the guy to talk to, and he'll take your call anytime, day or night. 537-1031. Or better yet, call him right on his cell phone, 928-205-7647. This football season, go deep with Beeman Drilling.
All right, welcome back. 4th and 3 for the Lobos. 41 seconds left to go in the first half. The Lobos trying to get in one more time before the end of the half. Try to make this score 21-0. Lobos come out with a single receiver to the right, one to the left. They got Rabin and Turley to the left and right. There goes Raven out to the right. And there's going to be an offside penalty. Hard count. Penalty on the Bears. That's going to be half the distance to the goal line. And that is going to be just enough for a first down.
Snowflake,
Wow.
Snowflake doing a really good job there. Holding steal and able to draw the Bears off sides and get that first down here with 41 seconds left in the half to try to get in one more time.
So here we go. Lobos hand it off to Turley. Turley gets hit pretty hard. Again, I think that might be number 55. Stud linebacker there, middle linebacker for the Bears. Just shy of getting in the end zone. Going to be about on the 1 yard line. And nice hit there by number 55 on Canton Turley. He's not easy to bring down. So nice job there. But Lobos have plenty of time. Well, maybe not. 15 seconds here to get in the end zone. They do have timeouts. There's Canton again. And he is going to be stopped short again. They better call a timeout here, which they do with 8 seconds left to go. But Turley, again, stopped just right at the goal line. So we'll keep it here through this timeout with 8.7 seconds left to go. So, Paul, you had mentioned in this situation, plus it's third down. You mentioned in this situation, what are you doing here?
Well, you see Jacob Leduc, sophomore quarterback, looking to his offensive coordinator, Trevor Reddick, from the side, and Trevor giving the signal to just hurry it up and try and run the same play again, which they did. They gave to Canton Turley right up the middle, and Bradshaw Mountain just stacking the box and shutting Canton down and putting them in a situation here where they're 3rd and 1, 3rd and goal on the 1 yard line, and Snowflake coming out of the timeout huddle, and we'll see what they're going to run here, Pat. Do you go up the middle again, or do you dare throw a pass here?
I don't go up the middle because I think they're going to be thinking that that's what we're going to do. Maybe a fake up the middle. I like what you mentioned earlier. Maybe a little pop in the middle with the receiver. But Leduc is just going to walk it in from the outside. So they just kind of stack the middle there, Paul. And then Leduc just takes it to the left and gets in easily.
Yeah. 3rd touchdown tonight for Jacob Leduc.
Wow, sophomore quarterback coming in and doing a great job here tonight, kind of benefiting from a couple of these 1 yard on the 1 yard line to get in the end zone. But you got to give a lot of credit to those running backs also, Raven and Turley, who kind of led the way there on blocking for Leduc so he could get in. And I mean, he walked in. I don't think he was touched. And the extra point by Sam Brown is good. And that is going to put 1.3 seconds left on the clock. So the Bears are going to have one more chance here. Either return this. I don't know. This might not be a situation where you kick it in the end zone. This might be one of those situations where you just kind of squib kick it and give your kickoff team a chance to make a quick tackle on a squib kick. But I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here.
Well, so far tonight, Pat, you're 1 for 1. We'll see if you can call it again. Bradshaw doing a really good job on that last defensive stand, holding Snowflake tough in the red zone there, putting some pressure on him. But Jacob Leduc again just able to show his talent and speed out around the left side for another touchdown for that young man.
See what the Lobos do here and proved me wrong again as he kicks it in the end zone. So they'll give the Bears one chance to one play, see what they want to do, if they're just going to nil it or they're going to try to go for something.
As I mentioned earlier, Pat, I'm not very conservative in these situations. Especially being down 21-0, any opportunity that you could get. I know the Bears are going to get the ball here in the second half, but do you take a knee or do you?
If I was their offensive coordinator, knowing I was getting the ball in the second half and knowing you're on the 20-yard line, I wouldn't want to do anything to cause a fumble, or anything like a pass or anything. They do run it to number 25. Lobos do a great job. That's going to end the first half. So very conservative play. He held on to the ball. Might as well have just knelt it, but great first half. Other than penalties, a pretty solid first half to start this year for the Snowflake Lobos as they go in at halftime with a 21-0 lead. And we'll be right back with you. We'll have some stats and some highlights of the first half as we break to some commercials here. And we'll be right back with you after a few messages.
This could be your best vacation ever. Start with 2 nights at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Then add 2 premium tickets to see Mr. Garth Brooks live at Caesar's Palace the first night you're there. And if that's not enough, let's add 2 tickets to the National Finals Rodeo the very next night. What? When you choose Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint to replace your insured windshield, everyone gets steak dinner for 2 at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets. And right now, everyone, cash or insurance, gets their name put in the hat to win a vacation they will never forget. 2 front section tickets to see Garth Brooks live at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. And 2 tickets the next night to see the National Finals Rodeo. If you have a broken windshield, you know the jingle.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Cash back to you. Woohoo!
I really love potholes and mud. Said no one ever. Contact Perkins Cinders to fix that driveway or road that is just begging to be redone. Save your car, save your marriage, save your sanity. From start to finish, Perkins Cinders has what you need.
I'm ready for school.
New car, look at you.
It's a 2024 Toyota RAV4 from Hatch Toyota.
Oh, look how much room it has. I can stretch my legs all the way out.
Oh, it's all kinds of roomy. Plus, it's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and the latest safety features, too, like lane departure alert and pre-collision system. Super gas mileage, so I'll be filling up a lot less. And, believe it or not, it's only $359 a month.
I like it. This is going to be great for us.
Us?
We are going to the same school, you know. I'll just ride up with you.
But
I'm almost finished packing. Back in an hour.
It's our national sales event. Make no payments for 90 days. Hatch Toyota will make your first payment for you. We are paying over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for your trade. Don't miss our national sales event. Going on now at Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and online at hatchtoyota.com.
On approved credit, plus tax title license, $5.99 documentation, and $210 edge fees. Maximum first payment cannot exceed $500. Cannot be combined with other offers. Lease for 36 months with $29.99 to its signing.
This could be your best vacation ever. Start with 2 nights at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Then add 2 premium tickets to see Mr. Garth Brooks live at Caesar's Palace the first night you're there. And if that's not enough, let's add 2 tickets to the National Finals Rodeo the very next night. What? When you choose Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint to replace your insured windshield, everyone gets steak dinner for 2 at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets. And right now, everyone, cash or insurance, gets their name put in the hat to win a vacation they will never forget. 2 front section tickets to see Garth Brooks live at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. And 2 tickets the next night to see the National Finals Rodeo. If you have a broken windshield, you know the jingle.